G'day everyone. Barkarati is now brought to you by Disruptor Marine Marketing, using AI to help your marine business grow. And our friends at Radix Nutrition, the most technically comprehensive nutrition products ever to exist. Unlock your potential with Radix. G'day listeners, welcome to Barkarati the Sailing Podcast. My name's Jordan Spencer. It's that time of the week where we get to hang out with some really cool sailors, but of course I have to share the mic with my two idiot mates. So first off, let's welcome the birthday boy, Mr. Brett Perry.
Greetings, exalted one.
Happy birthday, BP.
It's a wonderful day here in Sydney. A bit warm, but hey, it's all good.
Yeah, it's warm. A lot of the country's been suffering. Geez, the fires as well. I wonder how many people are in trouble trying to get to regattas or out of regattas at the moment. It's going to be full bore.
Well, Bossy hasn't had an issue.
Oh, well, let's bring in the other bloke and see what he's doing. Hang on.
He had a voice that could make a wolverine purr.
Mr. Nick Bice.
Happy birthday, BP.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Who's the most famous person you've had your birthday with? I want to ask.
Oh, well, you want me to say you, of course. But I can say that I did celebrate my 50th with you and one Mr. John Bertrand. So yeah, that was a pretty cool 50th.
Well, you fucked that up. You meant to say your wife. And second is John. JB.
Well, that was a cool night. But I can tell you what, they were starving all week when John Bertrand's crew rocked up. We were doing the Etchells, and they'd been starving all week, and I decided, I'll put on a bit of a feed. I didn't get any. Jesus, they fed them, didn't they?
He's still paying for it.
Love it. Yeah. Cool.
Where are you?
Picture this. Early December, I flew to Sydney for the Sydney Hobart, sailed to Hobart, flew to Melbourne, flew to Adelaide, drove to Lincoln, did the Sharpie Nationals, drove back to Adelaide. Now I've driven halfway back to Sydney and I'm in Wagga Wagga.
You don't have to say it twice.
Far out.
Wagga Wagga, it's a good spot.
An amazing place the hay plane is.
It is, it's cool.
So it's inspiring.
It is.
No, heading up to Sydney just with the fam for a week just to kind of touch base with a few mates and a few little catch-ups. But, it's Australia in summer. We got the big fires down south of here in Victoria, which so good luck, everyone. Hopefully it's not so bad, but it'll be a horrible thing to be part of. And just listened to a few podcasts today. Didn't put hours on. Didn't want to fall asleep on the wheel, of course.
I love it.
But the wrap up of the Sharpies, of course.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to getting into that later on.
We'll talk about it during hot time. Yeah. But holy crap and balls. That is one event.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a carnival.
We should get our guest today on to come and do the Sharpies one day. I reckon it'll be an eye-opener for the young fella, I tell you. You'd have the best time of his life.
There'll be a couple for him come in the next week or so, maybe.
Yeah.
In where he will be located.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it during the week with him, I reckon. All right, we'll get into the show. For the overseas listeners, most of you would think the longest, straightest bit of road in the world is the Nullarbor, but it's actually the Hay Plain. It is quite where Bicey's just driven over. Wow, and in the heat, it's one hell of a drive. You will think you're going crazy.
Put it this way, I didn't bring the Defender.
Yeah,
it was definitely for the Kia, but the beauty of it, quite iconic. The Kia does 17 kilometres per litre, whereas the Defender does about 17 litres per 100 k's. Yeah. Just do the math on that one.
It's a lot. All right, we don't want to hold up our guest. He's in transit to come to Australia at the moment. He's been on the show before, episode 166 from memory, so for dedicated listeners, you know straight away who we're talking about. But this man probably has run with the reverse curse better than anybody. Like, he has wrung the reverse curse's neck. Came on the show, went off, won the Moth Worlds, then took up a gig steering an America's Cup boat, then took up a gig steering a SailGP boat, and has just with his team won the season we've just sailed out of SailGP. So we are extremely happy to have back on the show with us, Dylan Fletcher. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Good to be back.
That's very kind.
Bloody awesome to have you. Sorry about that long intro. I hope you weren't falling asleep there as you were rattling on in our Aussie bloody tongue.
Didn't understand a word. Well, you got to.
Nah, just get me into the spirit of it all.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, you've got a couple of Aussies kind of around you, and you're about to get yourself fully immersed into it, heading into Perth. So, just a little refresher, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. Can't wait to get back out to Perth. I think last time I was there was in 2011 for the World Championships, where we had, I think the Dr. Belly showed up that week, so hopefully we didn't get those conditions.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, as really serious spectators of this particular event, we are hoping for the Doctor. We want to see these things ending it. We want to see some ball tightening stuff, don't we, boys?
Mate, there'll be more than ball tightness. There'll be absolute. Well, Dill, you can probably tell us a bit more, but what you must be coming into it. If the Doctor's 20 to 25, where the racecourse is, Lee Shore, could be all on.
Yeah, obviously, with Parko, the local, as our expert flight control on the boat, feel like it's good to have him there with the local knowledge. But yeah, I've put my 49er down the mine quite a few times around there, and ended up, not being able to get in, dropping the main, coming in on the jib, getting stuck on the seawall, all that sort of stuff. So I'm well aware. And I think all of us are looking forward to it. We've had a few events at the end of the season which were all relatively light winds. And if we get some good breeze, get the little wings on, see what the boats can do again, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a really interesting mindset. I mean, before we get into the big hit of it, I mean, you're coming to a relatively windy place. Is it something that sort of sits in your mind because like any regatta, you go, oh, it's going to be windy or it's going to be not windy, or you sort of have an idea. But on these things, Christ, it's not exactly a normal boat.
No, there's plenty to sort of remind ourselves on, and we've lost Goobs, which is really unfortunate to the Aussies. And but I am looking forward to sailing with Stu again. We've actually not sailed together since the medal race at the Olympics.
Cool thing.
Oh wow, that's going to be cool.
Yeah. So, but trying to make sure we get everything coordinated and say the right thing again.
I mean, that is going to be. We have to highlight the fact that you got your old mate back together, the team back together. That's going to be, and Stu is just one of those great guys to hang out with, isn't he? Like he's just always calm, positive. He chats a lot. You're gonna have it in both ears. So have you done any mental preparation for that? I mean, I would be pretty stoked if I was in your shoes, but.
I think he's got mental preparation. He's got the headphones in right now. He's just worked it out.
Yeah, we've been watching plenty of videos, so I'm really looking forward to it. And as ever with SailGP, it's minimal training time, but we get a couple of extra days, and that's going to be good because getting back into some big breeze in that tight little race course. I mean, I've just been looking over the course today, and it's going to be, could be spectacular.
Mate, I'll be honest, just personally, I have been so pumped for this regatta, like the Freo regatta, because it, like 90% of the chance it's going to be blowing. It's good, hard wind too, like it's southern hemisphere, down south wind with plenty of weight to it. It's short chop, as I think you mentioned, and like the whole venue sold out. There's so many regattas going on. There's world champs galore and all these major regattas happening in and around it. So it's just a festive sailing in Perth, It's just going to be unreal. And I think everyone's pumped. So I'm hoping you guys are pumped as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can't wait to go back. Last time I sailed there, to be fair, we didn't sail very well. So got to work on that. Although actually Stu, I think he either won or was second at those World Championships in the 470 when he was a little bit smaller than he is now.
It's. Can we talk about why the change came about? Like, was that led by Goobs? Did he want to come back to Oz? I know he's been going through stuff. Or can you talk about that at all, or not?
Yeah, I think that it's best to talk to Gooby, but he said quite openly that there was an opportunity to get back with the Aussie team, and he hasn't sailed for his country in a very long time, and I completely can see why he wanted to make that switch. And those opportunities don't come along very often, eh? And him and Slingers are like best mates, aren't they, for a very long time? So, but yeah, I guess it was really disappointing to lose him. But I think what we're proud about as a team is we knew obviously long before it was all announced, and everyone just cracked on and worked hard together, and still backed each other as a team. And it was always amazing for me to sail with Gooby. I grew up. Well, when I was sailing and racing the 49, I was racing against him and Nathan for so many years. Mm-hmm. So there's a small rivalry there. So to actually then get to go and sail with him, there's a lot of similarities in reality to Stu and how they trim and,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Speaking of kind of entrusting your team and now being back with Stu and just touching back on Freo a little bit. You've got Parker on board, the local. Who's actually shitting themselves the most? Which team do you think is absolutely shitting bricks?
Freaking good question. I don't know. I mean, I reckon a lot of us are going to be pretty scared down that first reach.
That was kind of my point I just made then. That was kind of my point I just made then. You all know you're coming to a cauldron. You all know you're coming into a massive, massive amphitheatre that A is sold out, but B has got some serious legend status to that breeze. And, if that kicks in, woohoo!
Yeah, I think, we saw in Sassnitz what happens when it starts to go wrong. And the one of the big concerns is something happens on a boat in front and you just sail into the back of them ultimately or something. So, but the SailGP have been working tirelessly to make the boat safer, and that's definitely made a difference. But I also hope that we do get those big breeds. We can push the boats hard. We can see some big speeds, and these T4s have really lit the boat up with a little wing when we get some good conditions.
One of the things that's evident about these boats, I've never sailed one, but I'm next to them quite a lot. That's that teamwork element, right? Everything success on these boats is all about understanding each other, between the trimmer and flight controller, the helm, everyone. The way you work, it has so much impact. It's the most team-orientated boat. Nearly every boat's had a change, right? And so that natural understanding and intuitive response is going to be missing for most of the boats. I suspect you guys are going to be okay because you and Stewie have sailed together so much before. You'll know automatically, like when you've sailed with someone for years and years, it only takes a second, like you're straight back into your groove. So I think it's going to be good for you guys. Do you reckon it could be a trouble for some of the other boats? Or is that a bit unfair?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think a lot of the teams will be on it. Like the Artemis, they're basically Team New Zealand, right? In reality, so they're doing a load of training the whole time right now. At the moment, they're all sailing together. So yeah, I think they'll be all right. And the Kiwis are staying pretty much the same. Gooby's done it forever, like same as Slingers, and so in terms of the F50. So I think all the teams will be up there.
Mm-hmm. I've got to ask, mate. Let's go and talk a little bit about last year. Let's just go through the results a bit, and we'll talk about. It was an amazing performance. So congratulations to you and the team. Like we predicted. You guys actually, Barkarati, I think I was on you guys from the start of the year, and we actually called you in the final, which was hard, being Aussies. But it was obvious when you look at the results. I think you started out in Dubai well, second, then Auckland third, Sydney first, and then you went on the US run. And we have to talk about this: LA fourth, San Fran seventh, New York eighth, and then back to the UK in Portsmouth second. Germany, that third after getting the back of your boat removed, winning Saint-Tropez, fourth in Geneva, first in Cadiz, Abu Dhabi 6, but you were playing games there, but you won the season. So, that you're watching other things. It's a mighty performance, high level of consistency. You must be pretty proud to step into the boat. You step in behind Ben Ainsley, probably the most famous sailor on the planet. And you just have smashed it, mate. I mean, you had a great team, but wow.
I think that the team did such an amazing job of setting everything up and making my life basically as easy as possible. And you kind of saw we had we started off quite strong. I was still making loads of mistakes, but the team was sort of doing a good job of accepting mistakes, and we just kept pushing and trying. And then we had the legs in the US where there was probably a little bit too higher expectations. Ended up teamwork broke down a bit, and we really didn't gel. We weren't gelling, we weren't firing, and then we sort of felt like we regrouped ahead of Portsmouth, and from there it felt like the team really. That's when we started performing at a higher level consistently. And I still look back at the season. I'm so proud of what the team did, but I still look at all the points and events which felt like we left as all the teams did. You leave a lot of points out there and felt like it could have been a lot better, but I was really proud of what the team did. And yeah, everyone's making mistakes. I've looked back at that final many times, and then like all the boats are making mistakes as we go around. I think everyone would definitely be doing things differently if we ran and did it again.
Cracking race though. I love that last race. But just going back to, as you were saying then, you started off brilliantly. You obviously had a really, really good start to the season, and then kind of reality hit a bit. Did you think you put a little bit too much pressure on yourself? Did you think you sort of went...
Living in tipping culture, that US tipping culture puts your brain out.
Fuck, if I've got to add 15%, fuck, now it's 21%. How do I add that up?
It's already been added to the bill. I'm so confused.
Yeah, it gets me that. Yeah, I think we were actually really struggling with starting for a little bit at the first few events. So it wasn't that great, but we're quite good at overtaking boats. I don't know if maybe coming off the back of the Cup where you've done a lot of training, so we were quite maybe sharper on the racing side, as were the other sort of cup teams or sailors that have been involved. But then I went to the US. I was trying to break in. I was trying to work out how to start, and did the terrible job, and then that ended up that bled into making them bad decisions, and then then people start not doing their roles because everyone's trying to help, and all of a sudden I think it's the same as in all sort of team, in all boats in reality, where you've got a few people involved. As soon as you don't have that clear alignment and everyone delivering in their own role, then it breaks down. As soon as you're telling someone else what to do, then you normally don't do a very good job, eh?
I'm interested, post the US where kind of things started firing again, was there a bit of third-party intervention, or did you kind of all sit down together, work through it together? What was that process like?
Yeah, a lot of sort of process sitting down together and actually trying to break down what was sort of not working, and a big review on how we would approach the racing, how we'd approach the starting, what was the strategies that were going to work, and trying to effectively, as you do in all sort of forms of sailing, but especially like in my Olympic sailing, you try to really understand what winning looks like. So we needed to be in the top 3 by the end of the season. So for that, you needed to be 4th at every event. So you want to make some finals. How do you make finals? There's like all sorts of boring, simple stuff rather than maybe trying to look like a hero the whole time on the starts, that sort of thing.
The old keep it simple, stupid theory, eh?
Jesus.
That's
Hang on.
Yeah, it's a bit,
Jordan's about to fucking launch into something.
Here he goes. So Jordan's put his super coach cap on.
Yeah, exactly what you should be doing.
Regatta, you're going to win.
Whoever was coaching you did a good job. That was right. Exactly how you got there. Perfect.
So well done, Dylan. You've got the Jordan tick of approval.
I'm sure he cares.
There you go. Keep it simple, nice and boring.
Yeah, no, but it's those little games. Like, you can't win regattas by taking big.
Slowly catch the monkey. Slowly.
Can't by going for the big wins. You've got to do it bit by bit by bit. That's how you got to do it. If you take on too much risk, if you go out hit edges or whatever. So anyway, enough of that. I'm not giving away my coaching. I've got to start charging for it. It was, I wonder from your perspective, but with the, after coming out of the cup team, like when you got named in the cup team, like you had to fight for that steering role. Giles, yourself and Ben, you got that steering role and smashed it. Like, I mean, watching the cup was unreal because we had that, we had some great commentary.
Parties,
yeah. But you just did an amazing job, and a lot of that team, it was in that you're sailing with SailGP, were on the boat with you. So there must have been some advantage to that.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think that the amount that I learned, especially sailing with Ben, was huge.
Right.
I'd always looked up to him and really, especially on the starting front. But then also just how to sail, for me at that time, how to sail the 75. I'd never sailed that boat. So to get used to sailing it and what it took. And I think we really bounced ideas off everyone within the team really well to continue to learn. And I think that's one thing that our team did, is we continued to learn, throughout the whole thing. If you'd have taken our performance, the week before we started racing, there's no way anyone thought we were going to end up where we ended up. So I think that was a testament to people bouncing ideas and never stopping pushing.
One of the things that was from the cup, just staying on that cup, one of the things that was an absolute standout was the way that you and Ben seemed to be able to communicate, without really communicating. It was almost symmetry in that motion as well. And I mean, we all know, Ben's legendary status in laser sailing and sailing solo boats and all that sort of stuff. And that's the same with Tom and those guys. They like to make the decisions. But one of the things that would have been really difficult would have been, managing that a little bit. And it looked seamless with you and Ben.
I think that the communication style that sort of I brought from my background of double-handed and 49er, and I guess I really sat there and went, okay, I'm sailing with Ben. What does he want? What does he need, basically? And trying to be that rock on the other side of the boat that was just always delivering the comms, regardless of whatever was going on. And I think that then it really started to bounce ideas, and then we progressed that. And again, I thought it was.
Must have felt like a big barrier to break through. And then once he let it in, once you were in that mode, it must have felt absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was always pretty nerve-wracking. The cup's pretty simple, isn't it? You either win or lose when you go out. There's no we had a fourth today. It's literally win or lose. So, and you've got a big team behind you, so the pressure's up there, especially when you're sailing with Sir Ben and you don't want to mess it up. And you inevitably do make mistakes, right? Because it's sailing, and that's what happens.
Yeah, massive.
Must have been like jumping onto that boat and just sailing it for the first time. That must have been incredible because they're massive boats and they're sort of, it must have just been, and be on the world stage. I won't say too much, but I remember having a few beers with you in San Fran a few years ago, and the way where you are now, like that, it's just amazing. You must be pinching yourself, mate. You're married, you're a kid. Life must be pretty good. Like, are you waiting for something to go wrong?
Certainly,
is that the commentator's curse?
No, reversed it. We've reversed it.
The reverse curse.
Certainly kind of think my always thought process is if you can continue to feel, lucky with your life, with, being healthy, I'm lucky to have a wife and a kid and enjoy my job, then I'm a happy man, and trying to continue that and always wanting more is definitely a bit of, always wanting to win the next thing. But ultimately, if you continue to feel happy and lucky. But yeah, it's been an absolute wild couple of years that I never expected to be in this position right now.
I'll tell you, we know.
I think also, I mean, with the rise of the professionalism, what the cup brought and now what SailGP brings, it's not a massive pot for everyone at that real top end level. But then you go down to all the maxi boat sailing, all that stuff. There's a lot going on in the sport, so it's a pretty good career choice.
yeah. It didn't look like that when I started it off or a few years ago.
No,
I think
that's basically what I'm saying. Like, but now there's opportunities, especially with the skills that you have.
I think it's also great to see just how much outside of sort of that professional in terms of the I guess SailGP and America's Cup, you've got like the Admirals Cup, which is getting bigger. It just feels like that all the big boat races and the regattas are getting bigger. The TP52s are growing, the RC44s are growing. It's just we're very lucky at the moment, our sport, of how that circuit, all the circuits feel like they're getting bigger and there's more opportunities.
Yeah, it's very cool, and you're proving your worth big time, my friend. Have you had conversation? You probably won't answer this one, and I'll understand. Have you had conversation
the question
as a team going? You know what? Let's try and back to back. Like or are you just going to keep it event by event?
In terms of win every single event.
No, I mean in terms of like the Aussies had the three wins for SailGP. So I'm wondering if you're going, like there's a little thing where let's try, or are you going to, obviously you want to win this year, but are you starting to think bigger, or are you just going to focus in by event?
I think honestly, just focus in event by event, and then like just but very clear in terms of what it takes to, what do we need to do with this, with the current boats, the current fleet you have, what the averages look like. It's really boring. What do you need to go and deliver? And then you always get that opportunity, or if you make the final, then how do you approach it? Do you approach it as I'm just going to go out there and don't care if I come, second or third, but I just want to win? Or do you go, actually, I'm going to take the risk off a bit because a second's still a point better than a third? And I think that's where there's will be some more question marks. We certainly last year pushed pretty hard on trying to win in those scenarios, which occasionally cost us, but felt as though that given I had so little final experience compared to the others, it was important for us to go out there and at least try and win some final races.
I guess the big thing, sorry, Jake, I guess the big thing here to point out is that the caliber of the teams have increased as well over the last couple of years. We're seeing obviously Spain, France are damn quick in their day, and we've even got Brazil going out there, Germany. They're all starting to get to a level where it's not as easy as it probably was 4 years ago, whenever it started. And so that's probably a big point to take into consideration as well.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, now with Artemis joining, they're going to be a very strong team, aren't they? A lot of experience in that team. Great to have Nathan back in the series. So yeah, I think it's going to be harder than ever to win those events and get in that top three, which I think is good for the sport. It was exciting last year, right, that we had that final, although it was like hilarious that after the first day, like the top four boats were basically in the bottom four in overalls. But it keeps it interesting, right? It's not just boring till the end. As much as I just want to win every single event and race, it is an entertainment sport and it needs to be interesting. Otherwise people won't watch it.
Well, that's a big point.
Yeah.
Well, did Russell tell you to say that, or?
Nah, I know where my bread's buttered.
Good man.
Actually,
by the way, Russ, I'll get you on anytime.
Yeah.
Jordan burned his bridges there, so we might ask.
We just just before we go down to some of the other team stuff, you talked just before BP jumped in. You were talking about how you wanted to win in finals, and I'm wondering in that final for the series, the Aussies were around that first reach mark and away, and I wonder if that strategy paid off big time for you when it counted in the final, because clearly you spotted a little win line and went for it. Was that beneficial, you reckon?
I think that we looked a lot. I mean, I'm sure all the teams did. We looked a lot at the previous finals, and when teams made mistakes, like when you were in the lead and you lost it, and what opportunities there were. And it was very, again, it's sort of quite boring, but just looking at what opportunities there were and trying to, as ever, like play into our strengths. I thought it was quite interesting in the final. We were very new onto that configuration we had with the big wing and big foils. And we chose to foil tack every tack. but none of the other teams did a foiling tack sort of thing. So I still think there's a lot of unknowns in that sort of thing. I'm not necessarily. I came out going, we shouldn't have foil tacked on the JK at the bottom. If we'd have done a JK into a not tried to foil out of it, but stayed H1, we would have crossed the Aussies and we probably would have been gone. And that would have been it. We would have not looked back. But as it was, we ended up with this big duck on the Aussies because we did a foil tack, and we probably could have crossed anyway. But anyway, I getting sucked into the detail. That's my problem.
Yeah. No, that's good though, because the analytical element of I think the listener would be hearing that from this conversation. You're actually going through in quite detail about everything, and so I suspect that's evidentiary of why you do quite well. Apart from natural sailing talent. So, but working the process.
Yeah, I think everyone's now with SailGP, with all the data we have access to, everyone's pushing that side really hard, and we all watch the onboards and listen to the comms. And now this year or last year, they gave us the comms of the strategist and the booth comms. Mm-hmm. So that was new. So that was really interesting to see how the coaches were interacting with the boats and the differences there.
So have you heard about this year's edition? Obviously, it's going to be banter.
The banter button.
The banter button.
Yeah.
So this year's edition, we've officially got it passed. It's in. So we'll be managing that from shore here ourselves. Yeah. So
actually, our team will be in the back office. Will be looking after it.
Yeah, that'd be good. We had last year we were training, and Ben had like this remote setup, and all of a sudden it was like, all right there, Danny boy, and we were like, he's talking to us.
Yeah. Love it. Actually,
the options there.
While you've given us a question, if you're able to listen in to all the teams, like you get the audio so you can hear what the coach is saying, and so, can you care to comment who's the fieriest skipper or team? Do you want to reveal that to the general population?
Probably no surprise.
No surprise at all.
The red mist?
How many more? Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It is quite interesting because, when the racing's on, most of the time I'm in the coach's box and I've got the audio on, and I'm able to switch on to any team. And it is quite interesting how different you all interact, like it really is quite funny, they should release an album of
I reckon it would add a entertainment level over and above.
We should interview you one day, Jordan.
Yeah.
Well,
would have no one ask the questions though. Yeah. Or we get a smart ass comment.
When in Sassenets, when it was last windy, right? So that's something to go back to, and that contact with the US team. How did that affect you mentally? Like, were you just like, did you lose it in that situation, or?
My heart sank a bit when I realised quite how big, just the way it works, and no redress, that's it. And if they couldn't get us fixed up, then that would be a big loss on the overall season points. We certainly felt, what was interesting is that after the repair, we felt a lot of pressure on our shoulders because the work that the tech team had put into, we had the pressure because we wanted to do well, but also the amount of effort that the tech team had put in to get us on the water. And I was actually so gutted we didn't win that event because it really felt like we were on fire on that second day, and then we tacked and fell off the foil on that left-hand side, and that was all my fault. And I just really felt as though we, having been there, and that would have been such like a fairy tale ending to that weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was very close. It was impressive, but from the tech team, the way they put that boat back together, it's an incredible amount of work to be done. That repair is full bore. I was trying to imagine doing that myself, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah, they said they did a 3 or 4 day of repair basically overnight, and since then it's had a few touch ups and had a spray and stuff like that. So it's in slightly, it wasn't overly fair, but it was absolutely perfect for the day.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, other teams with all the changes. Do you want to give us your tips for the season? Who to watch?
I'd say, most teams are going to be able to win. I think it'll be really interesting seeing how Artemis get on, and then how are we going to get on with the change? How is Scooby going to integrate with the Aussies? Going to be interesting. No changes for the Kiwis. They're always strong. And then we've got the French. Obviously, they've made some changes, and there's so many changes. I mean,
the Italians I'm interested in. So Phil back in. And then
Phil.
They've got the Phil. Yeah, exactly.
We definitely got to do video one day.
Our response was beautiful.
Oh, he's a good guy.
I mean, the more and more Phil gets along, the slower he goes, though, because there's too many flags still hanging off of his cape. Just way more drag.
They got the lake connection in the middle of the boat too, though. Like Will's into the boat now, I think, and and with the big seagull in there as well. So and then the Italians, who are one of the great. The Italian sailing is going gangbusters at the moment. Like they're producing some real talent. So I'm really intrigued how it's all going to play out. I wonder if the German team have gone backwards a little bit. Losing Stu is a big one. The Brazilian team, they've lost Andy, which is a massive one. Nathan is going to be formidable. I think Artemis, obviously they go well in the light winds, but Nathan, as you say, Dylan, they've been training together and sailing together. So they look pretty happy when I saw them in Abu Dhabi. They were all having great chats and they look pretty comfortable together. So it's full bore. It's full bore. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting start to the season, right? Big breeze, lots of changes with all the teams, like lots of teams firing, and it's going to be exciting.
Well,
go on, boss.
I was going to ask obviously this is the excitement coming up, but are there any rumours around what's going to, between these different trades and ownerships and all sorts of things, specifically this, we just saw during the week, the training base out of the US. Do you want to hang your hat on exactly what's going on there, Dylan, or should we just speculate?
I think just speculate for now. I think there's, it's been an interesting time with some of the big leagues recently, so.
Oh, Dylan, you're not saying a word. I love it.
Nah.
So Boss is gently trying to lead you down a path, and I love it. What we will say is, obviously, American Magic, the new team base, training centre, work area, all that. There's another announcement to come. We'll be polite. We might get one of the American Magic guys on and let them do the announcement, but there is another announcement to come. The rumour are that they're out there trying to buy a team, because remember the
J99 team. Yep. Should be good.
TP52's program's done. They're not in the cup anymore. So the J99 program is winding up for them. No, there's, we're giving you the opportunity to make a big announcement, Dylan, but you're willing to pass on that?
Yeah, I'll wait. I think there's lots of rumours flying around as ever. It's that world.
It's bloody good though. Like, in all fairness, who the hell would have thought this shit would be going on in yachting? Only 2-3 years ago, let alone 20 years ago, and trades and teams and shit getting sold. It's pretty cool.
That's very amazing. Cool. It truly is amazing. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the day that you all get auctioned off, like in the IPL for the cricket. And Dylan Fletcher, he's gone for £4 million for the season, and good deal.
Yeah.
Was it Giles was their first ever transfer, right? Canadians had to pay the British to buy him.
Oh, amazing. I remember
Just like when I played AFL. Sorry,
specifically the UK and the European teams, I guess, know how all that world has worked for a long time, specifically with football and stuff. We have absolutely no idea from our point of view.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a bit of an eye-opener, but geez, that'd be great, wouldn't it? The auction. Or the trade. The draft. The draft. Would be
I was just about to say, I rocked up in Terrigal years ago and played AFL for the A's, and I went to leave, and they said, "You can't leave. You've signed on."
Huh?
So, like Jesus. So I went to play a couple of years later, and no, you're playing at Terrigal. You got to get a clearance.
Oh, wow.
So
clearance.
That's how it should be. You got to get cleared to sail for the opposition.
I do.
Just quickly, I've probably got to go in a minute because I've got to get on my plane to Dubai.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'll highlight one thing that we haven't highlighted, and I think, from SailGP's perspective and what they're trying to do, your team was the first team that's ever won the Impact League and the actual SailGP itself. So that is an amazing performance, so the Impact League is you're judged on 10 different things that add value or impact positively on the planet. And it's a big deal. And the league, SailGP, takes it seriously. So that is an amazing performance. I want to highlight that you guys won that and also won SailGP. No one's ever done that before.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was an incredible effort by the whole team to make that happen. And we've already started kicking off some projects for this season to hopefully do it all again.
Last question from me, mate. Emirates is your major sponsor. Do you get to, do they fly you first class? Do you go in the cabin with the pilots? Are you in the business lounge? Like, how well do you roll?
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? First, no, Emirates look after us, so we get access to the Emirates lounge, which is quite nice.
Yeah, yep. There's some good ones.
I'd go for the fillet steak
in Boston,
in the bowl of the red. Oh no, you're in racing mode.
Yeah.
So do I, Bitters.
I got my sparkling water.
Yeah.
Especially the 7. That's the 7 a.m. breakfast.
Yeah, copy.
Righto. Well,
good on you, mate.
Get on your plane.
Congratulations.
The season's coming up.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Awesome.
You're a very smart man. You've come back to top up the reverse curse, which is impressive. Going start of the season. You did awesome. It's been really cool to watch you. You just do so well, mate. And thank you so much for taking the time. I'll see you in a few days. And
nice fun.
Yeah. Go in peace.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Awesome, mate.
Cheers, lads.
Good luck.
Good luck, dude. Cheers.
Cheers. How about?
All right, great to chat to Dylan. He's very detailed in I like his thought process. It's really interesting to watch. I think he gave away a bit about himself in the way he does think, but man, he has just smashed it in the last few years. And I feel very happy for the guy. Is all I'll say.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's too many people around who've used a reverse curse as well as him. If we're going to put a how to use sort of
reverse curse for idiots.
Yeah. For dummies. If we're going to put together
reverse curse for dummies. We should write a book.
Yeah, I reckon we should. But no, if you look at it seriously, he has used and abused it quite well, and he knows he's just got to come back on and have another look.
Oh. It's going to be amazing. As you said, BP, I think it's sold out in Perth, like the Freo event was chock-a-block. Everybody, and there's so many regattas over there. So I know that if a lot of people have got their own marine businesses, and so if they're successful marine businesses or want to grow that marine business, remember our connection where we're trying to help you out, like the reverse curse. We help you with the reverse curse. We're trying to help you with disruptormarinemarketing.com.au. So Disruptor is DISRUPTA, marinemarketing.com, where you get the buy spot. They're 24 hours, 7 days a week. AI secretary, I guess, a receptionist that you'll never miss a call or inquiry again. They'll set up a full referral system for you, and at least double your referred leads within 60 days. So it's it's a no-brainer. And all you have to do is just go onto the website that I mentioned, disruptivemarinemarketing.com.au, and just do the free trial. It's all you have to do, and see if it's going to make your business better. It's a no-brainer. And yeah, BP, you look like you want to say something, my friend. I can see it in your eyes.
Mate, no, I'm just listening to you rabble on. I'm actually just looking at results. I'm just looking at results, and
Okay.
I agree with you 100%. Everything you say.
Okay. Yep,
Because
and of course,
as you said earlier, there's so much going on. We've got to try and cover it all.
yeah, plenty to cover. So what we should do is just have a quick scoff down of some Radix, because it's dinner time as we're recording this. Our friends at Radix Nutrition with some of their meals. I'm looking at their ultra meals at the moment. They've got some amazing flavours like the Chipotle Lime Burrito Bowl, which is just calling to me. Pasta Bolognese, unreal. Mexican chili, basil pesto pasta, Indian curry, Thai green curry, Turkish falafel, peri-peri, and smoky barbecue. Literally all my favourites in one hit.
You know what my favourite is? The peri-peri.
Oh yeah. Hey, bit of spice there.
Anyway, jump onto Radix
birthday, by the
Nutrition.
way.
Use
Brett Perry.
Barkarati, one word, Barkarati, as your discount code, and get a discount on us. Plenty happening, boys. F18 Worlds are going to be on in West Oz. So they kick off 27th of January from memory. So we're going to try and do a bit of a
So
hookup.
that F18 that I saw driving the opposite way, driving with me across the Hay Plain,
You're going the wrong way.
he's going in the wrong direction.
You know, he thought the event was at St. Petersburg.
in
Russia.
I do have to give a shout out while we're talking about driving to regattas. Shout out to Mal Higgins and Angus Higgins. They left straight from the Sharpies to drive to Perth. And last I saw, they've got a 50 and a 470 on the double trailer. And last I saw, because those regattas are on at Freo Sailing Club. Last I saw, they were on the side of the road at Kalgoorlie with a blown engine. So
Oh no.
yeah. So
What are
Must
they in
be
Andrew?
Toyota.
it was a Toyota.
Hey, also, shout out to Snowdy. He's heading over to sail with our good mate Quirky.
Oh,
with
cool.
his 50.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Sharpies. He's probably a few Ks out from that service station, probably about to blow his engine in the Toyota Hilux.
I love it. So obviously the F18s, we're going to try and do something. As I said, I got contacted by F18 people, so we're going to try and do something for that. The fins. Obviously, there's a big, the Worlds, the Nationals, what they call the Gold Cup, and then the Fin World Masters, a whole series of events. It's the Porsche Centre Brisbane International Fin 2026 events. The Nationals, the Fin Gold Cup, and the Fin World Masters. Brought to you by
All rolled
Porsche
into
Centre.
one big cigar.
Do you still own a Fin, Jordan?
No, I don't, but I'm about to
you
go
sold
and
it.
try one of their Porsches and tell them I'm a Fin sailor. And have a
Didn't you have one? Or do you?
Porsche or a Fin?
A Fin.
Yeah, I did, but I sold it. I got nothing at the moment because I'm not
Flip
sailing.
boats quicker than bloody, I don't know, hot dinners.
Flipping your houses.
Well, I don't get to sail because I'm.
Barkarati's
bloody
done
brought
I
right.
hate to tell you, boys.
Weren't you like headline news last year or the year before on a Fin at the start line?
Oh yeah, my first day sailing a Fin. Yeah, but that was probably the last time I sailed it.
Mate,
So this.
You're complete opposite to me.
Well, I
did
have to
the
be by the
Nationals
mixer.
a couple of years ago. We lifted the boat out after the start, put it on the cradle. It's still there, still under ownership. Sharpie Nationals, believe it or not, next time it will be in Port Lincoln. I'll be 71 years old.
There you go.
Probably still own it.
Yeah.
Boat number 940 or whatever it is.
The 505s, the OKs, and the 470s are all out of Fremantle. So
How good.
that'll be
How
a
good.
ton of fun.
Big group of shout out to the Drummoyne Sailing Club team gone across. There's 10 guys and girls gone across from there. So they're all hitting the road. Jack, don't come back no more. So they're off there on the way.
It's a 400-metre
You
walk.
should write songs, mate.
It's a 400-metre walk from Bathers Beach, where the SailGP is, to the Freo Sailing Club, where all those boats are, and between it is the Little Creatures Brewery. And unfortunately, SailGP have put me right in the middle of Perth, like near Hay Street, and so there's a fair chance I won't make it back to my hotel, because why would I want to leave where there I've got.
Oh, you're going to be in sailing heaven. You're going to be in sailing heaven. The fins, not the fins, the 50s, the OKs, 470s, F18s, and SailGP.
Not only will you be just enjoying yourself from a sailing point of view, but you'll just be cuddled up to a little creature.
That's exactly right. Being a little creature.
How are you gonna manage your coaching? Are you gonna just?
I'm not coaching.
Do a little bit of coaching.
Yeah, from little creatures. Little creatures.
Yeah, we'll have debriefs at little creatures.
Run the bar at the end of the day. Free coaching with Jordan Spencer.
Yeah, you do the AM debrief at little creatures.
Love it.
There you go.
Love it. The Rourke Transatlantic Boys starts on Sunday as we publish this, which is, it's just an excuse to sail. It's cold in the UK, so might as well sail across over to the Caribbean and have a great time. So they're leaving Lanzarote for a 3,000 nautical mile journey to Antigua in the West Indies. So
weather's looking good, trades are looking good.
Yeah.
Not super, super windy, but windy enough. Couple of ding-dong battles. Got the Argo and the Zulu on in the
mods
in the mod 70s,
yeah.
And of course, first time on the racetrack, the Botine 111 Raven.
Yeah, there's some big boats.
Yes, I've been seeing some nice footage of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be pretty cool. Not to mention another stalwart from the Southern Stars stable, the Be Cool, the Swan.
Be Cool, the Swan 128. Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
There's some big boats going across.
There's been discussion down at obviously Sailing Central at the Palace about whether or not this is going to open up some bigger boats coming down to the Great Race.
With it's a 100-foot maximum, though, isn't it?
On the Palm. Well, yeah, but why? That's the point.
It used to be a 70 or 80-foot maximum, didn't it? And then they moved it.
It used to be a 1.6 handicap.
1.6, exactly.
We're nearly at 1.92 now.
Right.
So, what's stopping opening up and getting these boats down here? That's the big comments, the big discussion point down around the great 16-foot skiff table at the Palace.
Very cool. And now we're into 2026. It's time to start to focus back in on the Brisbane to Gladstone Good Friday.
Absolutely.
3rd of April.
There's another.
Jordan Spencer, before you start, the only thing I could think of on the 30th of December, just arrived in Port Lincoln for the Sharpie Nationals. Myself and Carlin Howard went shopping that particular morning, and we brought some hot cross buns. And I thought, you know what? It's time to start thinking about the Brisbane Gladstone at Easter time.
and that wonderful commentary team.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good one. So that's the best race of the year.
Did you go to Coles or were you at Woolies for the hot cross buns?
Definitely Coles.
Don't you love that the 26th of December, the hot cross buns are back out? It's just hilarious.
No, I don't love it.
No, in fairness, it was the 30th.
Oh, okay. Well, I went on.
So you had the off ones already.
Yeah.
You went to the ones that were
3-day old ones.
They were discounted.
You're
getting the 20-cent ones on the
$2.50
throwaway bin.
All right, moving on. So plenty of events coming up. It's a big year and it's big time. And, there's so much sailing going on. So good luck to everyone out there racing. Be safe on your journeys as well. We'll go on to Jack Lloyd Listener of the Week, presented by our friends at Vycobi. $200 worth of gear each month for the best contribution. Brenton Menzel sent us an email.
I did like this email because it's a place dear to my heart, the mighty Lake Bonnie. And for those who have been there, it's a pretty special place to go and do some yachting.
What makes it special, BP?
Oh, beery yum yum.
Not the Serenity.
Just sitting around in a tent with a keg in the middle of it. Having a good time. Obviously hanging out with some good old lads and ladies from the Grange Sailing Club. We used to sojourn up there and just do some general. Well, we didn't actually do a lot of sailing, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's in Barmering, South Australia.
Yes.
Country South Australia, and not much sailing going on there at the moment, but there will be soon again. The club opens its arms to members and friends instead of the normal fleet of Aeros, Contenders, Nacras, Dolphins, Ilka, and a couple of Mozzies. The most majestic, wettest yacht of all, the mighty Paper Tiger. The Mighty Paper Tiger Talisman 2076, sailed by Brenton Mensmore, formerly owned by John Ashman. Out came the RC boats. In light, fickle conditions, members have tons of fun noodling about the stumps, dodging kids on paddle boards, and with the aid of the community.
For the internationalists, the stumps obviously are their trees, by the way.
Yeah. They had
Southerly's here. Hang on.
Oh, you just got hit.
It's just arrived.
Oh shit! The bus has rolled in. Big
just got here. My garage door's wobbling.
Nice.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, anyway,
he comes sitting now.
He goes on for a whole blurb on model yacht sailing and having a great time, and which is basically what Lake Bonnie does offer for you. So, he said that they're not doing any regattas at the moment. So, if you're wanting to have something next season, any class looking for a venue, check out Lake Bonnie Yacht Club and find us on Facebook.
Jesus, could be the ideal place for the renewed Rainbow World Championship.
Oh, yes. That would be perfect for it, actually.
Now you're talking. We could get the Beery Yum Yum tent. Get Rusty Keel up there to serve up a couple of beers.
For a more refined palate, of course, Barmera is in the centre of the largest wine growing region, and 10 minutes down the road, the largest winery in the Southern Hemisphere. So, just in case you're wondering, the Riverland region, don't be a stranger. Come and join us.
There you go.
Nice. Free plug. We're giving it out. We don't mind doing that. Another one, Dave.
If you've got a yacht club and you want to get some events there, just give us a yell. We'll have a chat about it.
Yeah. Dave the Dave, one of our great
the Dave
contributors. He loves sending us messages. So Dave the Dave, which I love. He's found another use for the Barker Odie hoodie. He's got it on. He's out camping. He's got his full drive, and he's out camping. And he's got the electric fridge going, and he's got the hoodie over to keep the heat out. It's an insulator for the Esky boys.
Love it.
Can't believe I don't have more. I've only got about 18 sitting in the cupboard. Might get them out. How about you, Jordan? Got a few that we could.
Why don't we advertise again?
Discount on them.
Oh, discount, yeah. If you're in a cold, late region and you're spending a fortune on jackets and stuff like that, you could just get one of our hoodies. They're super warm, like beyond warm. They're incredible. So,
well, I can tell you what, I reckon I might be getting mine on the way this is going.
You're getting the Southerly's that cold, mate.
It's bloody. It's chilling down in the garage here.
That's cool. Very cool. Cool. And the other one I want to mention. Boys, I just want to throw out there Simon Lee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Windsurfers.
Yep. Hi, boys. South Australian Wally surfer and part-time 505 world's DJ Simon Lee here, which I love that.
One of the coolest men alive.
The biggest SA windsurfing event in years happening this January. Brighton Seacliff are beyond excited to announce the South Australian Windsurfer Coastal Classic from the 17th to the 15th. What? The 17th to the 15th? Does he mean the 15th to the 17th of January?
He's trying to get the reverse curse.
I see. So they start with the South Australian State Slalom Champs on the 17th, followed by the Coastal Ultra Marathon on the 18th. So it must be the 17th to the 19th or the 18th, whatever. The following week, we have a social twilight sail, optimal wine tour, and the inaugural Shane O'Callaghan, g'day Shane, Cup on the Friday evening, recognising one of South Australia's founding fathers of windsurfing. True legend, Shano. Then we are straight into the WCAA Windsurfer state titles on the 24th, 25th, including course racing, marathon, racing conducted in weight groups, including normal-sized humans welcome, and there's even a cruiser class for first-time or returning sailors. And then the social highlight of the event is sure to be the resurrected Board Sailors Ball. Boys, we all know about the Board Sailors Ball on Saturday.
Jordan, do you want to, that's a separate podcast, I think, for you to tell us about your behaviour at those back in the day.
The Pigs Ribs band are playing, so that's a big return. That's like history coming back. So let your LT sailing listeners know everyone is welcome to join in the fun. They can register for the whole event or individual races if they like. Details are at Brighton Seacliff Regatta Windsurfer. and then going gangbusters. So I do want to say the conditions on the water there in Adelaide are good now, aren't they, boss?
Beautiful, mate.
Yep.
Clearest water a man has ever seen.
Perfect. So all that worry's gone. So that's cool.
The bloke's gone.
Very cool. So there you go.
By the way, just on the LTs, just quick shout out to Jo Minton, who had her board out whilst we're in Lincoln.
Yep.
People would choose to not necessarily go out on their boards
at Lincoln
in that particular area.
Yeah.
But she was out there watching the Sharpies, having a great time.
Yeah. Obviously
getting set up, getting ready for what's about to come. So shout out to Jo.
Yeah, she's one of the women stalwarts of windsurfers, sailing in general. So, yeah, good on you, Jo. All right.
And before we shut off from here, you put a little post out earlier yesterday, on our stats for the year.
Oh, yeah.
On our listeners' stats. And a shout out to all the guys that really put the boot in. Took the piss out of us.
I did like the
guys and girls for that matter. I loved it. I loved it.
I was really interested to see the most 15,000 something cities. Like that's incredible that we're being listened to in 15,000 different cities around the world. 200. How many countries are there in there? 200. I don't know. It's not many more than what we're being listened to in. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So thanks everyone. If you're hearing us from an obscure city, then send us.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Cool. Ole, ole, ole,
ole. Feeling hot, hot, hot. It's hot time with Bice. Feeling hot, hot,
hot. You're in the hot.
Oh, I've got to start with the Sharpies, don't I?
Yeah, okay.
Given that was one Harrison Fisher right there. Just with
of course. Yeah.
What can I say? Well, from a personal point of view, holy crap. Well, one, you've gone to the centre of the universe for one of the greatest regattas. The reason that that you invest all this money, you buy a boat, you do no training, and you go and do a national titles. Reality is finish where we thought would finish mid-fleet, pretty much exactly. And to tell you the truth, would you expect any more? You look at the top 10 of that fleet.
I was going to say, look at the caliber. Look at the caliber of that fleet.
Shitting balls. But
you know,
70 boats on the start. 70 boats on the start line.
Yeah, one of the funniest things. I was sitting around with the guys here up in New South Wales, and I said, "You know, guys, have you been watching the Sharpies?" And they go, "Oh, I didn't know they were still a big thing." I said, "Have a look at the names in this fleet." And they sort of went, "Oh." And so, you know, it was, Jesus, there's some good names at the top of that fleet and in the middle of the fleet, obviously.
Yeah. Some really good names.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Plenty of world champions and stuff stashed in there. Yep.
And
mainly 505 world champions.
Pretty much. The culture.
That's great.
It's kind of a couple of words: culture, community, friendship, and the third one that starts with C. A bunch of absolute champions.
Confinement in prison overnight.
Super well run. Like it kind of feels an event that should be run in a country venue.
You know what?
Yeah, 100%.
Don't get me wrong. Like just because everyone is so close and everyone can be part of every activity that's going on.
Yeah. It's
12
like
races might be a bit long. The Sharpies.
Yeah, too many. But it is like hanging out like with your extended family over Christmas with your favourite cousins, you know. Like it is like everyone really enjoys it. It's because you can talk
all 150 of them.
Oh, it's good class. Good. It's good fun.
And I mean there's certain traditions that live long within the Sharpie class.
And I
think I might have said it last year that, you know, maybe the days are gone of the chug-a-lug and a few things like that. But no, fucking no way. That was one of the best nights. And it was run right at the right level. It was perfectly run. The tradition is going to continue. Not to mention the nerdy slide afterwards.
Yeah.
Nerdy slide.
So good. So on to the results. And unfortunately, we lost the last day due to no win.
But
not unfortunately. It's just that's yachting, and that's how we do it. But we had the full range of wind. We had from 25 knots down to, no racing due to lack of wind. The event was taken out by Snook, Luke Stevenson,
Matty Hansen,
Luke Stevens, Matty Hansen, Ryan Kelly.
Yeah.
They took out the event on the countback to our good friend Mal Higgins for the Sam and Chiz, of course. And then third was first junior, Zane Chaplin. Definitely a name to look out for the future. His old man, Chappie Jared Chaplin, ex-Rainbow champion, of course. And
David Snode.
And, of course, Snodey.
Disco Stew on the Disco Stew.
Disco Stew.
Snodey in front of Fritz. Oh, that would have been funny.
And
one of us is going the wrong way.
So, quick observation on all of that. Snook, like you look at his results, many wins.
Yeah.
That fluctuating. You look at Mao's results, very consistent.
Yep.
And I think to Mao's own admission, the reason probably he didn't win, too conservative.
Yep.
You know Mao as well as anyone, Jordan.
Yep.
And he admitted this himself, as I was saying, but he will sail the conservative track and that, get a second, get a third, get a fourth, get a first, whatever it might be. And probably not notch up the picket fence, as I say. But not, let's face it, equal first, pretty good. So we are very consistent, and we're chatting to Dylan about the communication. And from what I've heard from off the boat, these guys don't even need to talk to each other. They've been sailing the shaft together for so long.
Yeah,
they're so good at it. They know exactly what's going, exactly what Mao's thinking. But that's a masterclass in Sharpie sailing when you look at those top three boats.
So I've sailed with Mal and Sam Sanderson. I think I did sail with them once or twice. I can't remember. I did one. I did a Nationals and a half with Mal. And Sam, just quietly, Sam Sanderson is one hell of a sailor. I haven't sailed. I've sailed against Chiz plenty, but not with him. But the one mistake I think people make is the risk discussion. You've got to reassess the amount of risk you want to take on board each day. So the sort of risk you should be taking changes depending on your results and what the other team's results are. And so that conversation should happen on a daily basis. How much risk are we willing to take? And so that changes. The other thing Mal could have done, and he wouldn't have done because he's such a nice bloke, is they could have just sailed Snook off the course because Snook had a worse result.
Interesting. There was meant to be 2 races on the last day.
Yep.
So he might have been waiting for that. But there the risk comes. When does Snodey jump in? Snodey and the Chappos. If they get let loose, they'll win. They'll win on the race course any day of the week.
Yeah.
And if those guys are down into the, and Mao's happy to take a couple of discards. Anyway, we're getting a bit too
so much. Yeah, we're going too far on that one, but it's all good. Good regatta. Fritz would have had the exact same discussion. Knowing Fritz, he would have done the exact same discussion about how much risk to take on board. But cool. So many other regattas. Go on, boss. What else did you want to bring up? Any of them, or do you want us to throw up because you've been occupied?
No. First of all, next one. Sorry, before we kind of go into all the results. Sedova, Hammer down. Southern Ocean, just past Point Nemo. Probably at time of listing, they'll be at Cape Horn.
Yeah.
Stays it. Almost. And then it's going to be a tricky fight back up to the finish. But I think they're pretty close at the minute, just to maybe knocking it off. And let's not take anything away from the girls on IDEC who have rounded. Is that right? Rounded Cape Horn?
Yep.
and on their way back up north to set their own record. So that fantastic achievement. The other quick one, mentioned it earlier a bit with Dylan, American Magic opened their high performance centre during the week. Plenty of people there, plenty of dignitaries. This place is going to be the home of composite boat building in the US. I mean, they were so strong for many years in the US. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to be the home base for SailGP in the US, whatever that means. Training base. But my speculation, we're going to see a regatta there. We're going to see a team.
A Pensacola.
There.
Yeah.
We're going to see in Pensacola. So
just on that team thing,
super excited about that.
There's rumours about American Magic going for a team. Okay, that's in the public domain. That's all we're going to say at this stage. All right. Obviously, we don't want to ruin anything, but we obviously are in comms with American Magic. Is all I'll say. But
then as for all the other results, to tell the truth, it could almost be an episode in itself. So I'm not sure how we want to run through this.
I'm sitting here listening to you blokes, and I'm having a good listen, but I'm also going through some of these results, the regattas that are on right now, and it's just
too many.
There's too many.
But
too many. Where do you start?
First off, Matty Wern back in the laser. He's had a break for 12 months, and his wife winning the Australian Nationals. So Emma visiting from Belgium. I think Zoe Thompson.
Is that a country?
The West. It's not a country, not a real country. The West Australian fleet Ilkers is insane. It's all West Australian. If you look at those results, so but Matty and Zoe pick up the national titles. What do we got? There's all the skiffs, the 12s, the 13s, the 14s, the 16s.
Well, I'm just looking at the 16s. So I'm looking at the 12s.
The 12s, yeah, that was big win. One with a couple of races to spare, so that was pretty cool.
In which one? Sorry,
in the 12s.
In the 12s, yes.
Alex and Fraser.
So Nick Press and Andrew Hay, they won the Inter-Dominion, so with a day to spare. So they won the last couple of races, and they're looking good. And if you haven't checked out 12-foot skiff sailing, go and have a look. It's insane.
Well, it kind of. I was just looking at them as they get downwind in heavy air. The way they sail those things, like they're actually faster in the air.
Yeah.
When they're out of the water,
yeah.
They don't like touching down, do they?
Yeah. I was looking at some of the footage from the Cherub Nationals, and even those things, there was some serious down the mine on those things as well, like they're baby 12s, basically. So, so much fun. You said the 16s, BP.
Yes.
And names.
Well, we've got to say we can probably put our hat on this one, can't we?
I don't know. It's so close. Well, what's the stand?
It is so close. Is there another race to go? I'm looking at the updates as of today.
Yeah. What do you got?
Is there a race tomorrow?
I don't know.
There's some reverse curses going on.
Keegan York.
Keegan York, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So Bosca Build, Sarah Lee, Keegan York, and Curtis Warner look like. This is as we record. Race 8, yeah, they've had it. Oh, geez, they've got a nice scorecard, Jordan. You like it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
2, 2, 1, 7 drop, 3, 1, 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Followed closely by just Tom Burton.
Gold medal. Yeah.
Joel Beechel in for third. Daniel Turner, Zoe Dransford, Archie.
So they're on Lake Macquarie. They're doing on Lake Macquarie out of Belmont. But look, if you go down through the fleet, it's one, congratulations, Sarah Lee, so a female skipper leading the whole thing in front of Olympic gold medalists, which is great. But then if you start going through the fleet, it's full bore. So Zoe Dransfield in fifth with Huey Stoddart and his son Jamie.
Not bad.
Maxie Paul's in next with Archie Cropley, so America's Cup. The Youth America's Cup sailor and 49er sailor. Nathan Wilmot, Olympic gold medalist with Ricky Bridge and Malcolm Page, CEO of Australian Sailing and multiple gold medalists.
Like Chris Nicholson.
With Lucas Chapman.
Chapo.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Pro Yachty. Flynn Toomey. It just keeps going and going and going.
Harry Price, of course, is in there having a little go. Tommy Cloud is having a little crack.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt Meany, ex-Brighton Seacliff boy. Joel Castle, brother-in-law to Tom Slingsby, down there. Like, this fleet is insane. Like, they're doing it. And then you go to the 13s, right? The 13s, it's a huge number of kids there sailing as well. So Heidi Bates, female, leading the 13s, Kristen Spencer. This is a great class. They're doing such a good job. I think, like, hats off to them, boys. Got to have mad respect for that fleet.
Mad respect.
Mad respect. We've had the Hobies. It's been great. Got some comms from our favourite Hobie team. So Cam and Sue sending us. They won the Nationals. The Mosquitoes have been in Adelaide, boy. The Taipans and the Mosquitoes at Adelaide Sailing Club. The NS14s. I've been watching the NS14s. Oh, I tell you.
Moths.
The Moths. What do you got on the Moths?
Oh, I've got it up. I'm relying on you blokes here. Come on.
Oh.
Jack Ferguson.
So Jack
Ferguson's got up, has he?
Yep. Jack Ferguson's up. So we're into 12 races now.
We've done okay in the reverse curse world, haven't we?
Yep. Scotty Babbage and Sam Street. So that's super impressive. What else?
Jeez, we've had a bit of dinghy froth in the last couple of minutes, haven't we?
Oh, this is serious froth. It's a froth off.
Froth off.
And then just finalise it with the moth froth.
No, love it.
Now,
what else?
Speaking of reverse curse, how's this bloke? Mark Bolker.
Oh,
so
it's gone okay. Oh, then Etchells as well have been on.
Busiest man in yachting.
Well, so he went from our show and won the Contender Worlds. He just sailed the Impulse Nationals. I think his first time sailing an Impulse. Won the Nationals. He's on board with Mr. JB in the Etchells. I think the Etchells still exist.
Yeah, mate, they do, and you'll be happy to know. I think I put it in a note today. Great White Hunters come 6th again.
6th. 100. It's always going to happen.
And then Bulker, I had some comms with Mark last night, and he'll be off to the Contender Nationals in Vic. So everything's in Vic. He's just sailing everything in Vic, but he's taken all the wind. So anyway, classes galore.
You're welcome.
Is he sort of is he going the low hanging fruit and then just goes for the Contender as the big one, or is he just?
No, he's just.
What's the deal?
He's just that good.
Does he know he's going to win?
He's
that good, isn't he? Really? He's that good. I know he's that good.
He's really good. So yeah, I think we should be.
Who's coach?
Look, I got mad. I like the bloke a lot. I will say, if you go and have a look at his son won the juniors at the Impulses, so I suspect that was the motivation. If you do go and have a look at that result and have a look at the photo from that, I will say, Mark, don't waste your money on the DNA test. I don't think cloning's legal, but that is definitely your kid. Holy dooly. They're twins. Oh, it's amazing. You have to go and
Haven't you heard? The Australian Olympic team have started a cloning program, and they're like, who's the most successful yachty that we've had in the last 30-odd years? Oh, Mark Bolker, let's get him. We'll clone him up.
He's good.
He's
good
done
well. Congratulations to Blake Batten in New Zealand winning the P class, whatever a P class.
This is a good. Yeah, I was watching this nice little bit of sailing going on over there. The P classes are, I mean, very, very big over there.
Massive.
In the land of the white cloud.
Yeah. And Absolutely. What a great name, Blake Batten. So he's always got a spare batten.
Mountain batten.
But yeah, so it's a youth class.
Batten off. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, come on.
And he's won it. It's a back-to-back.
Slipped into the over 18s version.
Yeah. It's a back-to-back for him. So, yeah.
Idiots.
That's very cool. You guys are idiots. I think we're going to have to call it because you guys are being so stupid at the moment.
Well, it's bloody hot here.
Carry on. Let's carry on. I'm good.
No, I think that's it. So, too many classes. We've done enough. Yeah. Good luck to everyone. Plenty of sailing. Next week, it's going to be huge. Can't wait. So,
awesome.
But that's it.
Probably need to get Disruptor Marine Marketing to manage all that lot.
Yeah, the buy spot does fire off. Just a word of warning: the buy spot can be fiery.
Oh yeah, do not argue with the buy spot. Mate, I may intervene. Are you heading to Freo, Joe?
Yeah, I'll be there on Thursday. I've had a lot of comms with locals already. So, yeah, be good catch up.
Look forward to some internal comms.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and I know you've got some very important lunches you're going to be doing this week, Bice. BP, you're working on your next project, which is really cool. Bit of sailing coming up for you, so everything's coming up races.
Stuff going on, actually. Yeah, looking forward to it.
It's good.
Well, I mean, in the immediate future,
I've got to say, Bice,
downstairs at the Wagga Wagga Hotel.
Yeah.
See if they still service Netto.
Well, there might be a bit of Big Bash on as well. You could sit down and watch a bit of Big Bash. Hey?
Great time.
I've got to say, I'm doing a bit of work up at Newcastle Mid-Coast Boatyard up there, and I'm having a good look at that Bow Ideal. Whoa, that is a nice bit of kit, isn't it, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very cool.
Good kit.
Some
Good
ideas.
kit.
Good ideas for you.
I've just put a little interceptor on the back there, and I like that. I'm going for it.
Okay.
Good. I might put an interceptor on me.
I might put
Tonight, you might need it.
Listen, you two. I'm going to put muzzles on the both of you. Shut up. It's time to go.
If you had an interceptor, just keep your bow down. You know what I mean? Just keep your bow down. More pressure.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
The toes.
Remember, all our disruptive marine marketing, Radix Nutrition, and
this heat does silly things to us. You've got to understand. See you, legends.
Safe driving, boss.
Catch you in Sydney.